Hello and welcome to the Friday, the 4th of August Celtic News update on the aptly named Celtic News David 67 channel. Relatively quiet day for Celtic News today. No strong news stories or rumours, gossip regarding incoming our players or any potential transfers or loans away from Celtic for some of the fringe and backup players like Sorrell, McCarthy, Bain and Seagreast, and Albion Ayeti. Continuing on the injury list, one of our key players, Alistair Johnston, also our backup left-sided centre-back, Yuki Kobayashi, who was most likely going to be more of a backup player this season, as he is still finding his feet, having transferred in from Japan in last winter's transfer window. Happily, the update from Lennoxtown training today was that Starfelt, Cameron Vickers and Naroki all were practicing fully and completed the training sessions, and so all three would be, it would appear, to be in line for filling two of those, the two berths in the centre-back position for tomorrow against Ross County, with the third most likely on the bench. Likely on the bench also would be Liam Scales, who would provide potential cover for left back and in the centre back position as well. As I was saying earlier, no confirmation of any incoming transfers. Continuing speculation with regards the free agent signing of Teti from Shakhtar Donetsk. Contrasting opinions and regarding whether this is a play that Brendan Rodgers and the scouting team do feel would fit into the Celtic template, and also many suggesting it's unclear where Teti would fit into the current squad, with there being several options wide on the right and the left, with those players also having the ability to play through the middle or coming in from wide to act as an inside forward when the ball is going up the opposite wing of the pitch. Only other interesting developments over the last 24 hours has been reports of Kyogo Furuhashi giving an interview with Japanese media. He was full of praise for Celtic fans, the management and coaching structure at Celtic, talking of the excellent atmosphere within the team and also the excellent support of his teammates and the fans, and also how he is very impressed with the people of Glasgow, the Celtic fans of Glasgow, making him very welcome when he is out and about. He did not, however, give a full commitment for staying at Celtic. However, his 4-year contract he signed just a few weeks ago would indicate he is likely to be here to stay. With the signing of Mike Nowrocki and also the backup from Kobayashi, Welsh and Scales, there have been a number of press stories that Carl Starfelt maybe on the radar for a number of English and European teams, and even mention of him returning to play in Russia. I think it's important for Celtic's season, especially if we are looking to have a good European campaign, that we do try to have three strong players for central defence with backups such as Kobayashi, Scales and Welsh, just in case for injuries, loss of form, suspensions and so on. I do feel that Ange Postecoglou's letting Jens leave in the wintertime transfer window was a little bit short-sighted, as he actually did show a lot of good ability and promise playing in central defence last season when Starfelt was unavailable through injury. Not much developing otherwise in the Scottish leagues. Happy news yesterday that Hibs did qualify through in the European Conference League qualifier against the team from Andorra. They did go into that tie 2-1 down after the away leg, but happily did win 6-1 and so are through to the next round. I do think it's very important that all the Scottish teams do as well as possible. Aberdeen, Hearts, Hibs, Rangers, Celtic, as the coefficient is an important factor in maintaining our direct qualification into the Champions League, which of course next season will be having a change of format. One other interesting development coming through Scottish Football Association and Scottish Premier League system was that they are looking to adopt the system for added minutes that was in play at the Men's World Cup last November-December, where there often were considerable numbers of added minutes at the end of the first and second half. The idea of this is to maximise the amount of time for the ball being in play, as there are so many stoppages in modern football for injuries, goal celebrations, VAR deliberations and substitutions. And so it's highly likely over the next few weeks that we'll be seeing 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, and having watched the Germany against South Korea Women's World Cup match yesterday, something like 14 minutes of added time at the end of the second half, which is similar to how things were in last year's Men's World Cup. We'll be doing our early morning update tomorrow morning, just before the Celtic Ross County match at 12:30 on Sky Sports for our first game of the season and Flag Day. With the news from Lennoxtown regarding fitness and training, I would expect Celtic's lineup tomorrow to be Hart in goal, Iawat at right back, Carmen Carter-Vickers and Starfelt central defence, with Greg Taylor on left back. Midfield of McGregor behind Hattati and O'Reilly, with wide on the right Abada, wide on the left Daisen Maida, and through the middle Kyogo Furuhashi. This of course will give us quite a number of attacking options on the bench, players such as Yang and Thiago Holm and possibly Turnbull for midfield, Haksabanovic as an additional wide option, or as an additional central attacker, also the potential to have O and Furuhashi playing together, with Furuhashi more in the attacking midfield or player or inside forward role, the Henrik Larsson role from the great days under Martin O'Neill. I will give my first prediction of score and goal scorers tomorrow morning in the Saturday morning early update. So thank you for your participation. As always, like and subscribe, and do feel free to use the comment section for any polite, constructive feedback or areas you would like me to cover over the next few weeks and months of this developing YouTube channel.